Do you ever feel like ChatGPT or any of the other AI programs just don't get you? You ask a question and the answer is way off? Well, how do you fix this? It's not magic. It's something called few shot prompting. I'm Michelle with Mind Your Business Incorporated in Atlanta, and I help people travel more, work less, and increase their income. And I want you to be able to do that using AI. If you've ever said, oh, this is not what I meant after typing some information into ChatGPT or any of the other AI programs, you're not alone. I've had that problem, so have many others. But there's a simple thing that you can do to get the results that you want. It's called few shot prompting. So I don't know if you had this when you were in school, but when I was in school, we had math. And well, I'm sure you had math, but when I was in school, we had a math book, and in the back of the math book were some of the answers. I believe it was like only to the odd questions or something like that, but it had the answers. And it had the answers so that you could work the problem, figure out how to do it, and get the right answer. So it only had the odd numbers so that when you did the even numbers, you didn't have all of that help, but you were still able to do the problems. Showing a few examples really works. And so it worked in that case, and you were able to grasp it, and I was able to grasp it. And so it's the same thing with few shot prompting. Once you learn it or once you teach it to your AI, the results are not going to be the same as they were before. Few shot prompting is you talking to the AI. Remember, I told you before in video number 1, you would not go to somebody who just spoke Japanese and speak English. They wouldn't understand you. And so it's the same with AI. It understands a prompt, and the more that you put it in, the clearer or the better it understands. And so the more examples you give it is how this works. It's just giving it instructions or asking it a question. Now, as you know, in my other videos, the common types were zero shot, where you ask it a question without giving it examples, one shot, where you give it one example, and now this is few shot, where you give it multiple examples. This way you show it 2 to 3 examples and then ask it to continue the pattern. So just like in the back of the math book, it's like teaching by example. You don't have to explain every single detail. Just show a few examples and let the AI follow your lead. So this is what we're going to do now. So I am in my ChatGPT account, and what I did was I put in some examples. How to make toast. And it says put bread in the toaster, toast it, add butter. My next example is how to make cereal. Pour cereal, pour your cereal, add milk, grab a spoon. Now my question is, how do you make a smoothie? As you can see at the bottom here, we are going to ask it how to make a smoothie, and let's go. Based on the input that I put in, the 2 examples of the toast and of the cereal, it comes back and it says, this is how you make a smoothie. You add fruit to the blender, pour in some liquid, blend until smooth, pour into a cup, and enjoy. Then it comes back and asks me questions. Would you like a version with measurements or ingredient ideas? So as you can see, with the few shot prompting, it learned your format and your style. And that is what makes few shot prompting effective. It is looking to see, what is your style? How do you speak? What is your tone? And it creates it based off of that. If you did not see the first two videos, please click above for video number 1 so that you can understand a little more about prompting. I would love if you would like or subscribe to this channel. That lets me know that this is working, that you like it, and that it's helping you. So, thank you so much for watching. God bless you. God keep you is my prayer.